Record. Okay, we are recording. Really quickly, I just want to run through all the announcements from Summit. Most of you were stalking and saw everything. Some might not have seen everything. So there were some things that were way more exciting than others. So I just want to go through it, but I also want to kind of talk briefly about how to promote it or if to promote it. Because there are some situations where that's a big fat no right now. So first of all, super exciting. The new collagen, it is available on the website. If you've never used collagen before, it's awesome. It's like better skin, better hair and nails. It helps with joints. It does all sorts of good stuff. So, were you just modeling, Brooke? Was that what I saw?
I was showing you
That's
how
so
my
funny.
lack of wrinkles from using collagen. You see that?
So that's your project right there. Our collagen is going to heal all of your stress wrinkles.
I don't have stress wrinkles. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry. Was that my outside voice? Okay. So if you've never used it before, I used it for a little while, a couple months ago, because there were rumors of us coming out with collagen. So I was like, I'm going to start using it, which is why you saw like Micah and Cozy and all those guys start using collagen. And it was good. So I have like grandma hands, and like my veins pop and they look all old, and the collagen really helped with that. So I'm down. They said that you'll see the best improvement after 30 days, which is actually pretty quick with collagen. So that's pretty cool. And it's actually cheaper by quite a lot than most collagen, and it lasts longer. Like there's more servings in it, because like most collagen, it's like this big fat like Shakeology scoop. And this one, it's condensed. They have better quality. So
yeah, it's a much
huh?
smaller amount, and it's a much smaller amount that you use than I
Yes,
use right now.
a teeny tiny amount of collagen, because it's just like they do with
like
Shakeology. It's the best of the best. So
super collagen.
yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, just like our superfoods. So number one, get it ordered ASAP, and start using it. I ordered mine today because we never got back to the core to get some. But my plan, I'll throw it up in my stories when it comes probably, but I'm not going to really heavily push it yet. I'm going to use it for a month. They say noticeable results in a month. I'm going to use it. I'm going to like take before pictures of my face and my hands, maybe my hair. I'm not sure. And then I'm just going to use it consistently for a month. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to really start talking about it from a standpoint of, okay, I'm getting results. I've been using it, instead of new product, come and buy it. It's going to be, this is my experience. So that's my plan. But I will always be showing it, like I'll do in my stories, I'll show putting collagen in it in my shake and stuff for sure. So if anybody wants it, then they know to ask. But I won't like start pushing it until I have something to show. New bars coming out. Do you remember when they said, Brooke? I don't pay attention to the date.
First of the year.
Okay. So they are new beach bars. They're vegan. So they're going to be like chocolate almond or something.
Sorry, I thought you meant the program bar, not the new bar.
I was thinking that sounded wrong. It's coming sooner than that, isn't it?
October, November.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just rolling with what you said.
Sorry.
That's okay. I can totally see the confusion.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Hey. Sorry, I was working in my yard and forgot about it.
Ah, good job getting on. It's okay. Yeah. We're just rolling through some of the new announcements, and I'm recording it, so whatever you missed, you'll be able to go back to. So new beach bars, vegan. So they're going to be really good for anybody who is vegan. And I'm sure they're going to be good from the standpoint that a lot of people don't like the cherries. So it'll be nice to have a different flavor that doesn't have cherries in it. I love the cherries.
Coconut almond? Is that what it was?
No, I think they're just chocolate almond. I don't remember coconut. I would have been way more excited about that.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking it was coconut.
I don't know. I'll find it really quick. I have it.
Chocolate almond.
I think
chocolate
it's
almond.
chocolate almond.
I love
Yeah.
the cheerleaders.
So that'll be coming
We
this
all cross
fall.
our fingers for a second that my husband gets all the wood I told him to get tonight.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
This-
Shakeology. Energize. Dragging butt today. Shakeology, pumpkin spice coming back in the fall, in September 30th. I think they said they're going to do it in 2 separate launches because last year they launched it and it blew up and coaches went and bought it all and there wasn't any left for customers. So this year they're going to launch on September 30th and then again like 2 weeks
October
later.
16th. But
Yeah,
I think
it's
so.
like,
I think the first one they're doing just in the U.S. and then October 16th I understood was in Canada.
and they're expanding that.
Yes.
But they are relaunching, like they are rolling it out in 2 batches in the US so that people who aren't quick enough the first time can get it the second time. And they're making a lot more of it. So pumpkin spice was huge last year, like volume was
like it sold out in 10 hours.
Huge last year. It was insane. And most people super loved it. So that's something to be prepared for when it's closer, and definitely start talking about it because at that time of year, people will jump on flavors, seasonal flavors. Then in November, they're coming out with another limited edition Shakeology. It's peppermint mocha. So the box is like decorated for winter. It's super cute. It's going to be really good timing to promote that, especially to your mocha lovers, Starbucks lovers. Like this is going to be really good for all of them. Not a fan of mocha. I got to try it and it's definitely mocha, but I will get a box and I'll see how I like it blended because I got to sample it, just a small cup of it, and it was just mixed with milk, I think. So definitely worth getting a box if you don't love mocha. If you do love mocha, stock up because when it's gone, it's gone. Last year with the pumpkin spice, the limit was 5 boxes, but they're 14-pack boxes. They're not 28-pack like our Shakeology. They're smaller boxes. And both of those are vegan. So I think all of their limited edition will just always be vegan just so that anyone can get it. And they didn't actually announce this, but because I got invited to do the taste panel, they're reformulating the chocolate vegan. They have reformulated it. I don't know when they're gonna launch it or start setting it out, but it's dang good. So if you've ever had anyone who needed vegan and didn't like the chocolate, the new one is super good. So I'm gonna try and find out when that rolls out.
Well, and my understanding was they have reformulated all of
Shakeology. Yes.
And that is going to be immediate.
Yes, they did reformulate all of Shakeology, and it's more of kind of an ongoing quality control thing. They're just always looking for better processes and better combinations. So they're putting more flax in. What did they say? That was for more fiber?
More fiber.
There's going to be more fiber in it.
Matcha.
Yeah.
And one other thing.
Yeah, just more, better, gooder.
More better.
More better. So it's just good to know that they're always working to improve it, always working to give us even more value. Prices won't change at all. So new programs, The Work, slightly controversial because it's explicit. They're not censoring it, and dude knows how to cuss, but they are also giving us a clean version. So if it looks like an incredible program, it's a 6-week weightlifting program. It's a new super trainer. He's a well-known celebrity professional athlete trainer. Was it NBA or NFL? What did we decide? She's gone.
It said initially NBA. I'm not gone.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gone for you guys, but NBA, but all over professional athletes.
Yeah.
Am I not here anymore?
No, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so
I
he's
just went
a pretty
inside
cool
because
dude.
when-
And it looks like a really good program, weightlifting, pretty intense. Looked like there was a lot of different movements, so that's kind of nice. That's what we're loving about MM100 is it's just different. But it is explicit, so for me personally, I won't promote it a whole lot. When I have bod customers asking about it, I'll talk to them about it, but I'm not gonna like splash it all over. And I'll do the program. I will probably mute it and just listen to my music. Totally an option, but I probably won't be splashing it all over because like Brooke and I were talking, our market, that's not a thing for our market. There is a market for the explicit content. They love that. That's their jam. It's not ours and it's not our customers. So it won't be a program that we really blast. We'll do it. We'll put it in our stories and stuff, but we'll just be bringing people on to get into bod and do whatever program works for them. And then really excited for January bar blend with Elise from the 3-week yoga retreat. So it's going to be a bar program like the bar classes you take at the gym, but and you can use like a chair, a countertop. They really emphasize that you don't need any equipment whatsoever for this program. But it's also going to incorporate yoga and cardio. So it's not going to be only bar, it's going to be a good blend. So just things to know. None of this is something to promote right away. Get your collagen ordered and start using it for sure, but the rest of it is just coming in the future. Also, launching in France, second quarter next year. That's going to be a big deal, but not yet. We will talk about it more when we get closer, but right now we need to keep our gaze where we're at and continue growing where we are. It's way too early to start getting on Instagram and looking up French people. It's just not time for that. So just know it's coming. We will have guidance, but now's not the time. Stay where we are. Right. Like when we launched UK, everyone went kind of crazy and it was nuts. Okay. Summit 2020, going back to NOLA, New Orleans. That'll be fun. It'll be good. We were there once before and there were some struggles, but they're fixing them. So it'll be fun to go back and have a better experience.
It'll be
Hey,
hot.
Amanda. What's that, Tina?
It'll be hot.
It will be hot, but it was hot in Indy too. So
Yeah, I bet.
hot in Nashville. They were all hot. It was hot in Vegas. They're
It's
all
hot in
hot.
July.
Every time it's hot. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be hot there. But it'll be good. And we spend most of the time freezing in the conference center anyway. So we were
good.
frozen solid. Okay.
That's how I prefer it.
What?
That's how I prefer it.
Me too, except I forgot a jacket and that was annoying.
Oh.
Okay, so if you want to be at Summit next year and you're at the point where you're like, hey, I'm in, I'm committing, I missed that and I didn't want to miss it again, get your ticket today because it's $125 right now. That ends tonight. After tonight, it goes up to $145. It'll stay there for a little while and then it just goes up from there. I think it ends up being like $300 last minute. So you don't want to buy your ticket last minute.
The 145 goes till July 30th.
Is it only till July 30th?
That's what I thought it said.
Oh, 150 through July 29th. Or 125 through tonight. And then after that, I don't know what it'll go to, probably like 170 or 180 or something. So the other thing, if you want to go to Summit, you want to make that happen and you're like, it's going to take some planning, it's going to take some saving, get the ticket now because number one, it saves you money. Number two, it's one less expense as you get closer to Summit. And then once you get your ticket, get yourself a savings plan and start socking away a little bit of money every single month to go toward your hotel and your flight. And that way you don't get to June next year and you're like, well, I can't afford to go. So I just lost that money from my Summit ticket. You got to be real intentional about being prepared to make it. But yeah, Brooke, Amanda, life-changing, worth it, go again. I mean, I'm a broken record.
Yeah, definitely life-changing. Definitely life-changing. I'd go again. I want to go again.
Yes. Amanda, P.S., was petrified. Social anxiety up here, and she's like, what am I doing?
Basically.
I think
Good
we
for me. I grew a lot.
got it out of her.
Yep.
You did grow a lot even before we left. Like, you could just see her kind of open up. It was awesome. Brooke, any thoughts?
I thought it was really good. I loved it. I was super disappointed in myself not being ahead of where I was.
I know Dawn felt the same way. It's interesting when you get to Summit, they do a lot of recognition. They recognize new diamonds, new emeralds get put up on a big
So
sign.
that was like trust me. So
You're back.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna be in and out, so I'm sorry.
that's fine. Yeah, so they do a lot of recognition, and it can be kind of frustrating to sit down there and think, why am I not up there? But even for me, I walked the stage for 3-star, and I was frustrated because I earned that last year. So, you know, I was sitting down there thinking I should have been higher, but you come out of it with the motivation and the energy and the fire to go and make something happen. And you come out of it with the tools that you need to change. I was going through my notes today from Summit, and usually I come out of Summit and all of it's good. Like all of my notes, I want to do all of the things, and I'm so excited. I was going through my notes today, and there's 2 or 3 things that I'm like, that's my focus. And the rest of it kind of lost the shine because I know what I need now. I know what we need to work on, and that's my focus. And it just gives you the tools you need, and you hear exactly what you need to hear. And we all heard something different. We'd be in the same meetings here, in the same trainings, and we all got something different out of it because it's what we needed to hear in our lives. So no matter where you're at rank-wise, we had Aurelia with us, and Aurelia doesn't even really have any interest in building the business. She just wanted to go for the experience, and she loved it. So you don't have to be at any rank. You don't have to be making any money. If you want to be there for that experience, get there. And it really is life-changing. It's like the cheapest personal development seminar you could ever go to. I mean, we heard from Rachel Hollis for $125. You can't do that. Okay, so that ends tonight, and then it'll be 140, 150 through the 29th. I'm on the wrong calendar. And then it'll go up from there. So if you can do it, get it. And if you do get your ticket, I want you to go over to the team page and comment on my post about it, just so that everyone can see who's coming. Okay, a couple more things, and then we'll actually talk goals, okay? MM100 launches tomorrow, y'all. Like tomorrow, customers can buy the program. It's time to get real serious about our invites and get real busy talking to people, because if they don't get it from you, they're going to get it from someone else. This program is making waves already. They said 50,000 coaches have already purchased the program. 50,000 just coaches. And that's still continually growing, because I know some of you haven't purchased it yet. So like, we know that it's just going to continue to grow. And after tomorrow, they're going to hit 1 million with this launch. They're going to hit 1 million people doing this program. I have no doubt about it. And it's for anyone, really. I feel like anyone can do it. So here's the deal. Launches tomorrow. And then we get the workouts in 2 weeks on the 29th. So we have 2 weeks between now and when we get to actually start the program. So the plan is to spend 2 weeks really laser focused on nutrition, whichever nutrition you want, 2B or the Portion Fix. We're just like going to go all in, focus on that. I'm going to put together something to go into the team page and probably the challenge group. Yeah. And in the challenge group. And we're just going to do nutrition check-in every day, just so that we can get those habits in motion before we start the workouts. And then we go from there. I know some of you are on other programs. You're not going to be doing MM100. I know Saya is sticking with Lift 4, and that's a good thing. You still talk about MM100 as much as you can. On your off days, do like the sample workout in your in-between days so that you can share it. Tina, I don't know if you've tried it yet. If you haven't, get on and do the sample workout just so you have something to share, something to show, because even though you have restrictions and you have to really listen to your body and pull back, most of the people who follow you don't. So you can still share it and help get them hooked up with an awesome program. So yeah, even if you personally are not able to do the program right now, try the sample program or the sample workout and share it so that you can participate in the launch. Anything else about MM100, you guys, that we got from Summit that I'm forgetting, or any questions?
I really think it's going to be awesome because just in the, workouts 1 through 10, it was way different than anything I've ever done before. And so I think people are going to have amazing results from it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one of them is me. So
One of them will be us. Hey, we need those pictures of us signing the Jericho thing. Who took those? I think that was Dawn. We got to get those.
I think I have them of everyone, actually.
Do you? Okay.
I think so. I'll check.
Okay, cool. So as you're talking to people about MM100, don't throw out the name a whole bunch. Like, this is really important in your posting to understand that you don't want to brand yourself as Beachbody. Like, it's not that you're hiding the fact that it's Beachbody or these specific brand names. It's that you want them to get curious. You want them to be like, she's doing a 20-minute workout and she got those results. Y'all, when you see Ashley's results from 2 weeks of MM100, she lost 8.5 friggin' pounds in 2 weeks.
She should show us.
She's going to. She just showed me today.
Awesome.
So, like, when they
It's
start.
on her Instagram stories.
Did she post it on her stories today?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at anybody today. I completely checked out. I'm not going to lie. Today was recovery. Yeah. So when they start seeing you do it or they hear you talking about bits of it, they're going to say, dude, what's that workout you're doing? Instead of MM100, what's this? Or the other thing that happens is the annoying coaches who don't know what they're doing go Shigo and MM100 and challenge group and all of this lingo all over their posts, and it's noise because you don't know what it is. If you're not part of Beachbody, you don't know what it is, and you're just like, she's not talking to me because I don't know what that is. So you don't want to use the name because it'll just turn people off. You want to keep it kind of unbranded, if that makes sense, when you're posting about it. And then I am going to start talking a lot about the commitment, that 100-day commitment. I'm going to talk a lot about, you know, the fad or the trend that 21 days creates a habit, but it really only starts a habit, and it takes a lot longer to actually create a habit. And so I'm going to start talking about that and asking people if they think they could commit to 100 days. That's going to be kind of how I'm going to lead into it these next couple of weeks, and start some
And I
conversation.
think, like what Carl said, he said, it's not 100 days, it's 100 workouts.
Yeah.
So if you want to double up on some, or you can extend to however you want to.
Yes.
The commitment is 100 days. I'll do it when I'm done, okay? I know. What are you going to watch, dude? Okay.
Yeah. So however you want to work that in your wording or whatever, but 100 is the magic number. And just kind of talking about, Also, we're supposed to be reading Atomic Habits this month, and mine's upstairs. I'd show you. So if you don't have it, get it ASAP, because it's perfection. What he teaches, he spoke to us in our leader training, and I'm going to talk about that, but it was perfection. Like, it goes along with what we're talking about with MM100 so well, so well. So you can kind of combine some of that in with your promotion of the program. And y'all can watch what I say and what I post, and you can borrow it and make it yours. Totally. If you're just like, I just have no idea what to do, you can take mine, you can take Micah's, you can take Melissa's, you can just kind of tweak them and make them your own, but use them as a springboard anytime you want. Okay, MM100. Anything else about that?
I do think I might advertise for a summer meltdown group.
I like that.
So
Okay.
that was just my thought.
That's the other question. What I need, as you guys are getting people signed up, we need to kind of stay in touch and decide if we have enough MM100ers to do a separate like launch group. Because it would be super awesome if we had enough people to do a separate group where we were only talking about this program. That'd be great. But we need enough people to make it worth it. So if we don't have a ton of people, maybe we'll just do like a Facebook message thread or something. That might work too, because then our Life Ignited community gets all those new people and gets that extra excitement.
Well, and I think that was super successful with ADD.
It was, wasn't it? I don't know why we stopped doing it.
And 2B. We did it with both.
We did it with Tubi as well, and they were both really successful.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we'll do is we'll have a message thread. And if anybody has like if I get like 10 people, I'll probably have a separate one of just my people, and then I'll be in one that you guys can all add your 1 or 2 or however many everyone gets so that it's a good sized one. Okay, I like that. Good plan. Also, gosh, I wasn't going to talk the whole time. Did I just freeze?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, now you are.
I'm frozen?
Now you're not. No, you're stopped. You're not now.
Coach exclusive test group, not test group, but launch group or whatever. The challenge group with Jericho, they always do the challenge group with the trainers. It's only going to be 2 weeks long. First one starts on January 29th. So if you purchase the program.
July, not January.
Did I say January? I got to lay off the Energize. July 29th will be the start of the first 2-week group. So anybody who's a coach that has MM100 will receive an invite to join that group. So as you're inviting people and as they get excited about this program and decide to jump in, get them signed up as a coach so that they can be in that group. There will be another one in September, and they're just doing 2 weeks because 100 days is too long and the group would go stale. Okay, one more thing, and then I want to let you guys talk. They are giving us promo codes. Did anyone see the email today?
Yes.
So this is exciting because it gives us something as coaches that we can offer. So it's kind of like you see a lot of coaches who are like $10 cash back. That's coming out of their pocket just as an incentive to try and get people off the fence. Well, now we don't have to do that because they're giving us promo codes for $10 for 3 people. If you have multiple business centers, I have me, Brett, and my second, so I get 9. But this is.
Do you think that's going to be an ongoing thing?
Yes.
I do too.
I think it'll change from month to month, but it is an ongoing thing. This month it's kind of a test to see how it works, make sure all the bugs are worked out of the system. But yes, the way they talked about it, it will be ongoing. And it'll just be different promos all the time, I think.
Right.
But it'll probably most likely, most of the time, be just $10 off. And it will be limited in number. I don't think they'll ever give us unlimited $10 off. But the good thing about that is it gives us that urgency to get people rolling and be like, I've only got 3. So if you want to save $10 off, you want to get started, shoot me a message right now and claim one of them. So that's going to be really helpful. Now, here's the deal. We were talking about this, and Carl said, when Carl Deichler was talking about the promo codes, he said, with the launch of MM100 and these promo codes, this could be a record-breaking month for our company. For our network of coaches, it could be a record-breaking month if everybody just used those 3. Think about how many new people we would be helping if everyone used those 3 promo codes. So that was Carl's challenge to us, was to not let any promo codes go unused. My challenge to our team is to use at least one. Bring in at least one new person before the end of July to use one of those promo codes. And if we do that, we literally double our ranks. If everybody just brings one person, we double our numbers. That's new blood for our challenge group. That's someone new for you to work with to get excited about helping. That is momentum. That's going to get the ball rolling for us to finish out the summer strong and to get going on goals. So obviously, I'd love to see you bring in 3. I'd love to see you hit Success Club. That's always a goal, but start with 1. Get one person in. Now, I posted in the team page about our Summit Squad. That was kind of what we called ourselves at Summit because I think it's cute. And so I made the girls these water bottles. Let's say #Summit Squad, and it has their name on top. And I freaking love them. So as soon as you bring in one person with a challenge pack to use one of those promo codes before the end of the month, I want you to tell me, and I'm going to get you a water bottle, and you can be part of our Summit Squad. Okay? So I will post this after we're done in the team page, and it'll be a place for you to comment. I froze again. It'll be a place for you to comment when you sell challenge packs. So it's going to be kind of a ring the bell excitement. Let's just keep the momentum, the excitement, the energy going in the team as we help new people. I want you to comment on there, and we'll just keep urging each other on and encouraging each other. Does that make sense? Cool?
Yep.
Okay. I think that's everything that was like announcement wise. I just spent that long on freaking announcements, you guys. Summit is just like.
So
Okay.
I just want to make sure,
Yes.
because I know you'll probably get this question. The promo codes, promo codes is in addition to the $20 off challenge pack this month. Okay.
Yes. And
I figured it was, but I wanted to just make sure so that no one else asks that 10 times.
right, so that we know what prices to quote people. So that means like
So does
a $140 challenge pack could be $130. Like that's cheap. What, Tina?
Well, I'm just wondering, so it's the $10 on top of the $20? So it's like
$10 on
$30
top of
off.
the current sale. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's cool. I have a brother that's really interested. I just need to get him on board.
Yep. And just let them know.
Yeah.
Limited time, dude. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
And MM100 is good for the dudes too. Don't let the fact that it's a chick stop anyone from signing up, because those dudes were like powerful. It was insane. Where was I going? I had something. No. Okay.
You can't ask me, because when I got home yesterday, I freaking threw my phone in the garbage thinking I was throwing my other stuff in my other hand in the garbage. Yeah.
Okay. We should just go back. So Brooke,
The whole window thing.
I want to hear like your best takeaway. Like, what did you come away with, and what are you implementing?
Just a second.
Or Amanda, if you've got an interruption for a minute.
Just a second, Emma. You're hilarious, dude. Okay. One of the things that I love that Rachel Hollis said was that we are awesome. She's like, every day I tell myself that I am awesome because there is no one else like me. Dude, knock it off right now. I know you do. You'll have to wait for a second. I think it was her that said, each of us has a God-given potential that we can use to create change. And so she was talking about, she said, I'm trying to find where she said it. She said a lot of things.
She did say a lot of things. It was a lot.
She anyway, she went on. She was like, I'm awesome. She's like, I have a high school diploma and I have built a multi-million-dollar media company with a high school diploma, because she says she went through the valleys that got her to the mountains. And she was saying her valleys are the hard crap, the hard times that she went through to be able to climb that mountain. And so she says, she says here, you did not come here to stop. You are in a valley, so move forward. You asked for your hard, you chose your life, and your life doesn't look like others' lives. So I thought that was kind of a neat. And she says the other side of hard is magnificent. So once you get through your valley of hard, on that other side, you have greatness waiting for you. And big, big things waiting for you. But you have to move and take action to get there.
That was awesome. I loved in that same section of her talk, she said she imagines God sitting up there looking at us and being like, dude, you said you wanted to climb the mountain. I am making you stronger.
Yeah.
So when you're going through those struggles, that is making us stronger to get to that place where we want to be.
And she also said, she said it like this, is don't cover up your glow.
Mm-hmm.
And what she meant by that was you celebrate every single little step along the way. So if you drank all of your water today, you celebrate that. If you exercise today, you celebrate that. Because we look at our goals and we think, I want to lose 20 pounds, but we have to celebrate that 1 pound before we can celebrate the 20 pounds. So small celebrations along the way create a bigger celebration at the end.
What are you going to implement?
I think that I am going to be I want to implement being relentless. Is that the best word I'm looking for? That I am relentless, and creating consistent efforts compounds. So if I create a habit of doing something every day and creating that consistency, it is going to compound and build upon each other to create results that get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Rachel called it unrelenting work ethic. I love that.
Equals
unrelenting work ethic.
Yep.
I loved it.
And
Awesome.
she just says, believe in yourself to not give up because you have a God-given potential.
That's really powerful. Anyone of
really
anything should hear that and think, whoa.
And just one other thing that I think we all felt strongly about this. So the theme for Summit this year was You Belong Here. And Kim Carver talked about the story of the ugly duckling and how that swan at the beginning squawked funny. He looked funny. He didn't look like any of the ducks that he was surrounded with, but he had to realize his own potential and grow from there before he could realize his full potential was a swan, a beautiful swan. And so he put that in with the theme of you belong here. And we might not all be the same. We might not be in the same position or in the same mindset, but we belong. We belong in a tribe together that makes us unique. We all need to feel that sense of belonging. And I hope that we create a team environment of unity that allows you to feel like you belong here. And just that, like, it was a very powerful message that they got across of that, I thought.
I agree. And I really liked the ugly duckling story. I kept thinking of the swans who welcomed him in.
Yeah.
And Kim gave us the challenge to go and find someone who's feeling like that ugly duckling, who feels like they don't belong anywhere. That's our job. We found it. We know we're here. We know we belong here. We know have the community and the support. And now it's our job to go and find those who feel alone and who feel like they don't have that, and to let them know, I've got a spot for you. That to me, that was just like, that's our purpose right there, to go and find those people. That also, by the way, is one thing we talked about a lot, is how to improve our team culture or create a team culture, because we're kind of don't have a team culture. So we've talked about some ideas that we're going to start implementing. I'm going to hold off on a few of them until a little bit later in the summer when people are home. But if you guys have any suggestions or any thoughts or any ideas of things that you feel like would make our team closer, more fun, something you'd like to welcome people into, then shoot them my way, because I'm wide open to any suggestions. Okay, cool. Anything else, Brooke?
I think that's it for
As you're reviewing your notes, you and Amanda both, if you come across something you're like, oh, I should have shared that, or they need to hear that, please just go live in the team page and share it. Like if you just are going through and reviewing and you're like, aha, I remember why I loved this, hop on real quick and just share it with them so that they can all get kind of our tidbits as we go along.
So,
Amy Bailey?
I think it was Amy Silverman.
Amy Silverman?
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it was
You're cutting
Amy
out.
Silverman. Anyway, they did a thing that could be a good team call thing that talked about, you know, what your experience is, what you have when you have it. Both Dawn and I were like, that was really good.
Okay, so you and Dawn are leading team call next week. Because I didn't get that training.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to think like what I have next week and
yeah, we'll talk about
possible.
it. We'll talk and plan a day. We can be flexible.
Time I could have to do it.
Okay, cool. Okay, Amanda, you look like you have a second. I want to hear from you.
Do have a second. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So my biggest takeaway was just to not care about what people think about me, I guess. I kept hearing that over and over again. My favorite quote was, the most freeing thing you can do is to let go of what others think. So lots of PD for me, because I need that. And like, I've heard that over and over and over again, but I feel like I kind of like clicked, you know, that's really what I need at Summit. So
Isn't it
Yes.
cool how you'll be sitting there and they're talking to this audience of 1 billion people, and all of a sudden you're like, she's talking to me.
I
That
felt
right
that a
there was
lot.
for me. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
I
cool.
felt that a lot. Yeah, and then, you know, one thing that's always been hard for me is just posting, just because I feel like people just don't really care about what I post, and
Or
I
you
don't
worry
know.
about what they think about it.
Yeah, and I feel like my life is boring. Who wants to watch my life? But there was someone that was talking about, where is it? They were talking about how to like figure out what to post. So like they had us write down 5 like of our old normals, things that we, you know, used to do, and things that, you know, just we didn't like about ourselves that brought us to Beachbody. And then 5 explosions, things that happened that like made a change, and then our new normal, like why, so that when you're writing posts you can do, this is how it was, this is what happened, and this is like now, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, those are my biggest takeaways.
So you're gonna be doing some brainstorming and kind of prepping some posts and getting yourself into a group with that. What's your game plan?
Yeah, yep, I am. I've already started writing down, like I want to have like specific days where I like focus on certain things. So I want to talk about, yeah, where'd it go again?
So Amanda, wasn't that Amy Silverman and Meredith that did that training?
I think so, yeah.
Amy and who?
Meredith Ganache?
Oh, okay.
Yep, I think so. Yeah.
So did you guys listen to the National Wake Up Call?
It was
I
awesome.
started to, and then my kids went crazy, so I still have to watch it.
Okay. Did you see the calendar that she was talking about?
Yes.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
I was
I'm-
gonna make my own.
Yeah, if you want to make your own, go for it. I'm thinking about printing out the one that Micah created that has generic post schedule and specifying. Like instead of just saying post a transformation, I'm going to say post an MM100 transformation. Or post your progress pictures, I'm going to say post your MM100 progress. Or, you know, like, and actually specifically say post this or that. Kind of for me, but also I can share it with you guys if that's something you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Anything else, Amanda?
No. I mean, my 2 focuses are PD and posting more, like making it a consistent thing. Those are what I'm trying to focus on.
How are you going to make that happen?
By having like set times where I posting every single day. So,
Okay.
and then making sure I want to make sure that I want to try to get up earlier than my kids, so that I have that, you know, time in the morning to be able to sit and read and
Yeah,
So
for
what
sure.
time that's gonna happen?
What?
What time's that gonna happen for you?
What time you getting up?
waking up.
Yeah.
5. I want to get up at 5. Because my
Okay.
kids usually wake up about 6, so that's like a good hour.
An hour. Okay.
So I
And
can get out of
another thing.
workout in, and then some PD.
Okay. So have all that stuff lined up before
Okay.
you go to bed. Workout clothes ready. Your alarm has to be away from your bed.
Right, yeah.
I really like to get up and mix my Energize and sip on it while I do my reading and then push play. Because to me, if my kids get up and I'm still working out, no big deal. But if I did my workout first and then I'm getting to my reading and they wake up a few minutes early, my reading's over. So I really like doing my reading first while I'm drinking Energize, and then I go push play.
I do the same.
And so have your reading ready. So if you're just going to focus on like one PD book, perfect. Just sit and read that. If you're going to add anything else in, I do some journaling, and I do my scriptures. So just kind of have your game plan so that you don't have to decide that when you're comatose at 5 a.m.
Okay.
And I mean, energizes life, so you'll be good. The reason I get out of bed.
No, stop it.
Are you so glad
And
you came home?
if
What?
you Can't get an energized, just do a straight shot of it. It'll get you going.
Never
I'm
again.
traumatized.
Never again.
Oh, never
I don't
say
know.
never. I made them all take a straight shot of Energized Dry, and I recorded it.
But she didn't get the reaction she was
Hold on.
looking
I'll post
for.
it. Okay, so you're muted, Amanda, don't worry. Brooke, goals. Brooke's frozen. Nope.
Goals. I don't have that book.
Did you gain any clarity on your goals this weekend?
Yes. I'm doing my Start Today journal. And I think that's something that maybe everyone should do or implement, because I was thinking about it, and I remember Rachel Hollis talking about this in one of her books or in one of her things about the first class thing. So like our planes were stuffed full of people, and I did not sleep while we were at Summit for a few variety of reasons, which we won't discuss. And not right now. And I was like, I'm just gonna sleep on the plane. I can't sleep on the plane. So after my second flight, I was like, dude, I'm flying first class from now on. That is my goal. I'm gonna fly first class, because as silly as it sounds, I want a, nice Zen experience
When you travel.
dude. When I travel. And then like my big goals or something like that is I want to be able to either pay for a car payment out of my Beachbody money solely, because I got to the airport the other day and paid for parking, and then my window wouldn't roll back up. Like, things like this only happen to me, guys. So I was like,
I have to drive back to Idaho with my window down.
And it's 99 degrees. Get out of here. Anyway, so those are like my big goals. I got it fixed to AutoZone, by the way. We pulled it up with duct tape, and I duct taped my window. Worth every minute. So, and then I am gonna be consistent every day with my power hour and my nutrition. I think I might go back to the containers and see how my body reacts to containers for a while instead of 2B, just because I feel like I've struggled with 2B.
Mm-hmm.
For probably a lot of reasons. So I'm going to try something a little different and see if that helps.
Good.
And see if that can, if it's effective. So
you might even consider trying either carb cycling or time nutrition.
I didn't love time nutrition when I did it.
I didn't either, but I also think we're in a different place mentally.
I agreed.
But the carb cycling I did whenever I did that, and it's only 3 weeks, and it was amazing. I freaking loved it. I don't know what it was. It was just simple. I didn't think about food all that much because it was like meat and veggies. That was all I ate, pretty much. And I really liked it, and I got really good results. So maybe something to look into just to give you a quick boost in your results. But it also helped me to get onto a better eating schedule.
Okay.
So just a thought. But yes, I think that's a good idea to try something. If you feel like 2B's not clicking, go back to containers and see how it goes.
So that's what I got right now.
Okay. So I was talking to Amanda about this on the drive, and this is for all of you. Do some research on your goal. Like the flying first class thing is kind of a vague, like eventually I want to have enough money to be able to do that. Maybe it could be a 1-year goal. Like I'm going to make sure I can fly first class to Summit to start, you know, but the car is probably a more immediate goal. Like I need a freaking car.
Right.
So do your research, figure out what kind of car you want, figure out how much it's going to cost approximately, what's that monthly payment going to be, so that you have a dollar figure that you're working
Right.
for.
Okay.
And then I would even pick another goal that's even smaller that you can do like this month. So something to brainstorm, like give yourself a win so you can say, I just did that.
Right. Okay.
And that's something that, so when you talked about Rachel Hollis, talking about the mountain, I also wanted to share with you guys what Julie Voris said. If you don't know Julie Voris, she's been a coach for like 10 years. She's incredible. I love her. But she talked about hiking, climbing a mountain also. And she says, you know, we took the girls for a hike. It was beautiful. It was difficult and it had beautiful views. And she's like, what's the story going to be? It's going to be, oh, it was so hard, but we got to the top and it was worth it. No, the story is we hiked. It was really hard. We got to the top. It was beautiful. And then we turned around and we hiked back. So that view at the top was like this much of the whole experience. The climb was the experience. The climb was the memories. The climb was the hike. So she pointed out that we're not reaching for a summit. We're not going for a top. That's not our goal. The goal is to never get to the top. The goal is to constantly be reaching and striving for more. The goal is the journey, the actual experience, stretching ourselves and pushing ourselves. So it's really important when you're talking about your goals to have something that's right in front of you that you can grab. One challenge pack so I can get a water bottle. Or, you know, I want to pay for groceries next payday. I want to pay for that. Or just something you can just hustle hard for and grab right now. And then what's your next one? What's your next goal that's going to be a few months after that? And then what's the next one a few months after that? And you always have to know what the next goal is. Because if you hit a goal and you don't have any other one ahead of it, then you get there and you're like, now what? And you stop striving and you lose that momentum. So you're always climbing, you're always hiking, and you always have your eyes on the prize, but there's always another prize after that one. So something to think about with your goals. Don't think just big, just one big hairy goal that's way out in the future and nothing else, but also don't just think small and then when you get it, there's nothing else. So you just want to have kind of incremental goals. Does that make sense? Amanda, are you at a place where you could share your goals? Would you mind?
I can try. Yep.
We kind of talked.
My kids won't let me. They're
Go.
fighting really bad right now, but I'll try. So my goal this month is to get Success Club 10 so that I can pay for my Shakeology and then go and take my husband for a nice anniversary, like in a hotel and stuff. And then I'm hoping to buy him a boat for Christmas. And next summer, I'm hoping to take us on a Disney cruise. Those are my
Incremental.
goals. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, I'll mute you. You're good. Okay, so we hashed that out on our drive, so she was prepared for that. Okay, Saya, Tina, who wants to go next?
I can go.
Okay, girlfriend, what do you want in life?
Okay, so short term is really just paying for my shakes as well as the pack that I get on Will's account, so my Energize and Recover. I really want to be saving for my summit trip and ticket, and I want to be able to contribute to a car payment.
Okay.
But my long term is paying off my college loans. So
Okay.
that's what I got. That's what I
I
got.
like it. So, question.
You're awesome.
What's your goal
Oh,
date?
and I put earn the team trip.
Yes.
So
Atta girl.
that's a short term because that's like really close.
That's like now.
Yeah.
Okay, set a goal. When are you going to have your product paid for? When are you going to be able to buy your summit ticket? When are you going to be able to pay your car payment?
I will be buying my summit ticket by September.
Atta girl. Okay. When are you going to have your product covered? Do you know off the top of your head how much it is?
No.
Okay. So do the homework.
So
Do the homework, figure out how much you're spending on product,
if you need
and then we break that down and figure out how many challengers you need.
all the chips.
Just a real easy, very not precise way of doing it is just figure $50 a challenger. Some of them will be a little less if they go for the super cheap pack, and if anybody goes for a bigger pack, it'll be more. But the ones that are really common with like the nutrition, the workouts, and the shakes are around $50 commission. So for Shakeology, it's 2 people. And I would imagine for your performance, it's another 2 people. So there's 4 people to pay for your product. So if you hit Success Club 10 and get 5 people, you've got an extra $50 to go towards your summit ticket. Make sense?
Yeah.
And just kind of go through all of those goals that you gave me, paying for your product, summit, kind of guesstimate on the cost, and then your car payment, you know what that is, and then your student loans. Go through there and kind of set a goal date for each of them, and then figure out what you need to make happen in order for that to be, like how many customers do you need to be bringing in, that kind of thing. Also, when you're doing that, know that like your commission on challenge packs, in the beginning, that's what you make. But if you get the ball rolling, that's a tiny part of your commission, your paycheck. Like you'll be getting income from team special bonuses and residual income from people who keep their shakes. So like it's not a perfect way of doing it to say $50 challenger and that's how I make my money. It's a good general way to start. If you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh, I need 300 customers. That's probably not true. You could probably do it with a lot less as long as you're giving them a good experience and helping them, you know, want to stick around. Cool?
Sounds good.
Okay, I've got you down and I want an update after you do the homework. I want goal dates. Okay? So I'm going to push you and we're going to make it happen. All right, Tina. What do you want in life other than to survive this wedding?
Other than what?
Surviving the wedding.
And football season?
That's not possible. That's going to kill you every time.
I know. At least I've only got 1 kid in it this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wedding right now that's going to kill me. I would like to get Jeff signed up. I think we'll get that done. Hopefully, I've got to talk to him again. I need to get Jeff signed up so I can hit Emerald. And then, now, I'll have to ask you a question in a minute. Like, I can send you a DM.
You can ask it. It's cool.
Okay. My mom is the person that signed up underneath me as a coach. But she isn't active right now, so can I still get Emerald even if she's not active?
Got 2 active coaches.
Okay. So I'll be in the
Where
same
did you sign
place.
your mom up? I thought there was someone else. Didn't you have someone else?
I signed up Kelly and my mom and Amanda. And Amanda petered out.
Did they all
And
sign up as coaches or just your mom?
just my mom.
Oh, okay. I had that
Yeah.
backwards. I thought you had an actual, like a friend that was a coach.
No, I've been working on Friends, but it hasn't gotten anywhere.
Yeah.
So in order to do all the things that I need, all the people that I need to get Jeff signed up and pay for his stuff, I would have to do Success Club 10.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to hit Success Club 10 is to do the program more consistently and post, because I suck at posting.
It's a common theme in our group.
Yeah,
It is.
It's hard to post, not because I don't have a lot to say, because I always do, but it's just one more thing. It's just one more thing,
Mm-hmm.
And right now,
that's where you have to decide how bad you want it.
Right, exactly.
It is one more thing, but it's the one thing that's going to decide if you have a business or not.
Right, exactly.
I know when you signed up, you said we're going to give it 3 months and we're going to see how this goes. But as far as I'm concerned, your 3 months ain't started yet because you haven't opened up shop.
That's true. It's true.
So
it's true.
We talked about this with Micah. There was a Darren Daly, and he talked about what's your sweet spot? What's your one thing that if you do it really well, everything else that needs to be done goes well? And we were all talking about, like, she asked us what we thought ours was, and we were talking about connecting and invites being the most important thing we do. And so then we're like, well, Micah, what's yours? She said, it's my posts. If I have well thought out posts, they're consistent, they follow a good schedule, and like I have a direction that I'm going every month, then I get more people. I have more people watching. They're more likely to answer my invites, more likely to reach out to me. It all starts with my posting because that's my first invite. That's my public face. That's what draws them in. And that was really interesting to me because I was like, well, I post all the time, no problem. But that made me realize that even I could do better about being more intentional with kind of the flow of my posts through the month. So, I mean, you take it from a multimillionaire in the business, posting is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
So one thing Micah said at a training I'm pretty sure it was Micah, was she says, do you want it or do you just say you want it? Because she's like, there is a difference. And what are you willing to give up? Like, what is the cost that you are going to be able to put up? Because wanting it is not enough.
That was Rachel.
Was that Rachel?
That was Rachel. Do you want it or do you just want to keep saying you want it?
Right.
Okay.
Well,
I tried. I can't remember.
That's one of the things that I honestly, I struggle with putting it out there all the time. I struggle with being someone who's like, oh yeah, let's do this. I struggle with that.
That's because you're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to get away from that mindset because if people don't want to see the post or if they don't care that I'm doing it because there's how many Beachbody coaches, they can ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm not out there posting it, the people aren't seeing that I'm actually doing it. They're gonna be like, oh, it was just a 2 or 3 month thing.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. You shouldn't only get on to post when you want to ask people for something. That shouldn't be the only time you post because you're like, oh, I should invite to a challenge group. You should also be sharing motivation, inspiration, useful things like recipes or tips or something that you learned that's been helpful to you. You should be sharing so many good things that they're like, I love seeing her post because it's always something good. And it doesn't even have to all be health and fitness related. Share a tip from your garden. I've been doing that all summer, and I've got people messaging me like, how do you grow this? And I'm like, I don't know, let me look it up. It just, share the things that you know and love. Share, if you get your camera out, share a photography tip. Talk to them about how to take a better picture with their cell phone or whatever. But giving people tips makes them like love to see your posts. And even if they're not like, I want to join her, they're not going to be annoyed by it. They're going to be like, gosh, that's so cool that she does that.
Right.
Your wedding.
Brooke's trying to say something, but we're having a hard time.
Something about the wedding.
What do I look like? I was talking about it on social media. Say, I have a wedding coming up. I'm super stressed out. Please help me out. This is going crazy.
Yeah.
Ask
Yeah.
for advice, even if you have no intention of taking it.
Right. Well, right now, right now, I'm telling you right now,
What,
18-year-old boys.
What are you doing in the yard with
Brooke, I love you. It's not working though. Yeah, she's gone. She'll be back.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
one of the things I was going to say is when you have an 18-year-old son who knows all the things, because they do, they know all the things. He's like, why do you have the garden gate where it's at? Because that's where it made sense at the time. It's not where I initially wanted it, but where it made sense. I've already got a path there. I'm not changing it. Mom, I think you ought to change it. I think you ought to put your clothes away at the end of the day, but
That ain't happening.
somehow we're not, that's not, yeah, exactly. So, yes. So maybe I could put up some stuff like that. Do you think I should paint the post white, or do you think I should do this? Yeah.
Yes, do it. Like it takes
Yeah.
2 seconds, and people love to give their opinion. Love to give their opinion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really, if you're feeling icky about your posting, then something needs to change in your posting. It's not that you're posting too much. Let's say you're posting the wrong stuff or too much
Right.
of a certain something. So
Right.
you gotta be there. You gotta be showing up. You gotta be posting. You gotta be getting people engaged in your page, and you've got to be consistent about sharing what you're doing for your health.
Right.
It can be something different every day, but I want you to set a goal to post about your health every day. One time every day. It can be if you do some yoga. It can be something
Right.
you're eating. It can be your water. It can be something you've learned about your MS and what helps you to, avoid the symptoms. It can be your mindset, PD, health, what
Right.
you learned that's made you stronger mentally. Any of that, I want you to set a goal every day for at least 2 weeks. I want you to go
Okay.
into a Life Ignited community, the challenge group, and
Mhm.
find the tracker that I posted, the habit tracker. Print that
Okay.
sucker out or save it on your phone, and I want you to mark that off every day when you do a health post.
Okay.
And then if you sprinkle in some of that other lifestyle crap in there, it won't be like, oh, that's all she talks about. They'll be really
Right.
inspired by you.
Yeah. Well,
And-
because I've done a lot this summer. We had please don't laugh, 30th class reunion.
I'm not going to laugh.
Yes. Yes, I'm old. I know it.
That's what I said all weekend. So,
But I color my hair so you can't tell. So, I hate it when people drive into our cul-de-sac super fast. So like I can do, okay, so this summer's been crazy. This is what happened, and this is what I did. This was my contribution. And I couldn't make it because my MS was like, yeah, you're not going anywhere tonight. There's stuff like that I can post that will make me still a relatable person.
Totally.
So.
And the other thing too is if you have a hard time stopping to post, or if you think I need to post but I don't know what to post, take some time and plan some out. Like you just went over lots of ideas. Sit down and type it up in your notes.
Yeah.
And type up the post and save it for another day. So when you're like, gosh, I haven't posted today, you just go to your notes and you grab one of those and throw a picture up with it and do it, and you're done.
Yeah.
And one thing too, Tina, you could do is, I try to do it, but I don't do it as much as I used to. But polls and questions on your stories really spark conversation and people like involving themselves on your page.
For sure.
Okay.
Just like the
Okay.
other day, I posted like, how much do you like to grocery shop? It had nothing to do with what I was doing, but I had at least like 15 people respond saying like 0. Like, I hate grocery shopping.
Yeah, it's kind of the worst. Grocery shopping and laundry.
Right?
Ugh.
But at least that gets you like talking to people, like if they're responding to things like that.
Yeah, totally. That's another thing that you can do. Any of you would be a really good thing to do is to, like with that habit tracker, you can use that for anything. Set a goal to do some kind of interactive story every day. If you're trying to drive up your story engagement, a poll, a question, what else really works well? A quiz. I haven't tried the chat thing yet. Those are so freaking popular, and it just gets people, once they click on your poll, Instagram says, oh, they want to see this person's stories, so you show up in their feed more. So it's not necessarily just, I want them to comment so that I can message them. It's, I want them to comment so that Instagram will show them my next one.
Right.
So yeah, anytime you can ask a question just about whatever to get people commenting or clicking, do it, because that's going to help your algorithms a ton.
Okay.
So you've got a goal to be able to sign up Jeff.
Yes.
Okay. What else?
Well, I need to be able to pay for our stuff,
Cover your product.
cover the product. I would love to retile my bathroom and my shower in my bathroom.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would love to do that. I would also love to get the sheetrock to put downstairs so that we can finish the family room.
Okay.
So we can get the TV downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
What's the date?
What?
What's the date?
Oh. The sheetrock's gonna have to be in a year.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know
Why?
how much sheetrock costs.
Okay, so you have some homework to do.
Yeah.
But why do
Okay,
you
so-
automatically say it's in a year? Because you're planning it out of your current budget.
Exactly.
And you're thinking next summer we can afford it. That's not the point.
Right. Yeah.
The point is, I want to pay to finish my basement out of my income. How much is it going to take, and when am I going to do it?
Right. So I'm gonna say it's gonna cost $1,500
Okay.
to get that done.
Mm-hmm. Which comes first, the bathroom or the basement?
My bathroom.
Bathroom first.
Because my shower leaks downstairs.
Oh
So I
yeah.
can't finish. Yeah.
Got to
Yeah.
get done. Do your homework.
Yeah.
Take some measurements, get your prices, get an estimate, add a cushion. That's your number. That's your
Well,
number.
I think my brother will do the tiling for us.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll do a good job for us, and he'll do it cheap.
Good. Perfect.
But yeah, we've got to get that figured out before we can even finish the basement.
Okay. So I want you to do the homework. I want you to get your estimate and then put it in the team thread, and let's help you figure out when you can make that happen. First goal is going to be to sign up your husband and cover your product.
Yes.
That's the first goal. So we're going to say, what product are you using? You're using Shakeology.
But I want to get the other two things.
You want to get performance.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to say $200 a month.
Yeah. So I'll sign Jeff up for the performance pack.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just keep the shake. The only thing that could change that is if Jeff wants to shake.
Yeah, and that's fine. Then you could sit. If that happens, order anything extra under him.
Right.
Keep your shake with you forever and ever, but order extra under him, especially if you're Emerald, because then you get the volume and it turns into cycle bonuses.
Oh,
So
okay, cool.
you still buy it with his coach discount, but then you
Uh-huh.
get volume, and so you can make $14 on it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you just keep your Shakeology on yours. That's enough to keep you active. That's enough to get leads and Success Club. And you don't even have to worry about it. The only other thing you ever order under you is if you get a new program because you have bought in your account. So new
Right.
go through you. But any other product, order it through him. If you decide to try collagen, get it through him. Any of those things, you'll order it through his account, especially once you're Emerald, because then that volume will come up and pay you back.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna say $200 in a week, so you can sign him up.
Okay.
4 people. 4 people in a week, so you can sign him up.
That's a lot.
That's a lot when you're new, but at the same time, it's not, because you still have
Right.
more market. You just got to go back through them. You got to figure out what's missing. What do they need?
Yeah.
Is a new program
Yeah.
going to get them off the fence? Is a promo code going to get them off the fence? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
4 people, you can do that. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. When you sign Jeff up and you're buying a challenge pack as you sign him up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get commission.
Right.
He's one of your 4.
Right.
So you get 3 people, then you just get him signed up and you get that $200 commission. So you need 3 people and then you sign him up. That's your 4 and you make $200.
Yeah. Which would be fantastic with a trip to Disneyland.
Yeah,
Then I could get a lightsaber for $200.
there you go.
I could build my very own.
Why don't you just go get 10 people and then you could do both?
There you go.
4 people this week. It is Monday the 15th. So we will say by the 22nd, next Monday, but worst case scenario by the 24th, because that's the end of our pay week.
Okay.
And so when
Do you
you do
see
that,
do you see
you'll
the
be
doubt
going,
on my face?
yeah,
Like, I'm so nervous.
I do, but you're going to do PD and we're going to talk you through this and we're going to check in together. And you're going to bust past these limiting beliefs. And once you break past this and you're like, holy crap, I did it. Even if you only get 2 people, holy crap, you got 2 people. And you would not have got those 2 people if you didn't push yourself for the 4.
Right.
And then you'll have the ball rolling.
So fake it till I make it.
Yeah, totally. Affirmations, personal development. If you're doubting yourself, you get in our thread and say, oh my gosh, I think I'm a fraud. And we say, shut the frick up. And you're not. And this is awesome. And people need this in their life. And it's your job to give it to them.
Okay.
Can I show you one more thing, you guys? I want to show you my board here. You see them?
Mm-hmm.
We got Lacey and Ashley and Debbie, and that's Deanna. And we got Cheyenne, and there's Amanda. And we got Brooke in there. I think that's Brooke. Is that Brooke? That's Brooke. No, that's not. Who is that? Oh, that's Angie. Where's Brooke? She fell off. Okay, point being, these are all coaches. Everybody's a coach. My challengers who have gotten the best results are coaches. Keep that in mind when you're talking to people and you're inviting them to do a challenge or you're inviting them to the business. Keep in mind that if they truly want a transformation, the very best package you could offer them includes becoming a coach, because they get their product cheap, they get this community, and they get that extra level of accountability that's going to change their lives. All of you have been in here for long enough now that you know if you weren't a coach, you would have walked away. You would have quit trying a long time ago. Every one of you, I think, could say that. So keep that in mind as you're talking to people. What we have to offer works. And it's more than just the products. It's more than just these crazy awesome tools that work when you use them. It's this. It's this community. It's this support. It's this fun. It's what makes it so that you actually want to set a goal to get up at 5 a.m. or to start posting on social media every freaking day when you're not a social media person. It's what makes you work to be better because you're part of a tribe that pushes you, that stretches you, that supports you. And that is something you have to offer to everyone around you. That is something that everyone around you needs. So when you start getting those thoughts of, I feel like a phony, or I feel like salesy, or I feel like I'm pushing this on people, you turn it around and you look at who you're talking to. And how can this bless their life? And why do you think they need it? Why do they think they need it? Think of those people that you just think, man, if she was here, this would be so good for her. And then you do everything in your power to help them have the confidence to do it. That's our job. Our job is to put this before them and to infuse them with confidence until they have enough of their own. Y'all don't have a whole lot of confidence as coaches. My job is to infuse you with confidence until you are strong enough to carry your own. Because I am 100% confident in this business, in what we offer, in what it can do for our lives, and I am 100% confident in every single one of you. And until you have that confidence in yourself, I will share it with you. And that's your job for the people who need the physical transformation and they need the support. That's your job, to just breathe confidence into them and hold their hand while they figure out how to gain their own confidence. Does that make sense? Okay. So many big things, you guys. Can I just tell you, we sat down there and we watched our friends walk across the stage as elite coaches. We watched Cozy walk across the stage for the first time as an elite coach, which is always the goal. She and I worked that goal together for so long. And we watched Ashley McClellan walk for the first time, and we watched Jillian and Melissa and Micah up there, and we screamed and we yelled and we cheered for them and we sent them all the love. But I couldn't help but think that it needed to be your names on that screen, because you all have so much perseverance. You could have walked away a long time ago, and you haven't. And my goal is to help you get more out of this and to help you hit these goals. That's my goal. I don't know if it's possible this year for us to be an elite team, so the next year when all y'all are at Summit, you get to see your names flash up on that big screen and hear our team name announced. I don't know if it's possible. We're already halfway through July. But if it is, I'm in it. I'm doing everything in my power, and I fully believe that you guys will be among those that help us get there when it happens. So don't let self-doubt stop you. Don't let that be the rock in the road that makes you turn around, because it's not true. It's not worth it. You are worth so much more. You have so much more capacity and ability and potential to do any of these things. It's not about being a hugely recognized coach. It's not about that. It's about the life you can create. And that's different for all of us. Saya is trying to pay off some debt, get in a better financial situation, and have a baby. She wants to get healthy and have the finances to be able to have her family despite the challenges she faces. Tina, she's almost kid-free. She doesn't have the same goals as a lot of us, but she sure would like a different house. Whether it's fixing up the one she's in or getting a whole other house. Amanda, she's still got young babies, and there's so much life to live, and there's so much she wants them to experience in the world. She wants to give that to them. Brooke just wants a freaking new car. And she wants to get out of building and get to a place where they don't depend on her husband's businesses, stress them to the max, and don't really pay a whole lot anyway. You all have different goals. You all have different visions, different dream lives, and every one of them is possible for you. This is just the vehicle that's going to take you there. So don't let what anyone or any voice in your head, what it says, stop you from being the best you can be every single day. It's not about being the best tomorrow or next week. It's about, what did I do today to reach my potential? What did I do today to get me closer to where I want to go? That's the goal. Every day to be a little bit better than yesterday. And if you do that, all of this will happen, and then you'll have other dreams you never even dared dream before. Okay, I'm done. Do you guys have any questions?